Namaste students, welcome to the 7th session of Sharada Lipi class. Today we will conclude all the alphabets, all the consonants we will complete today. Yesterday we learned about Pavarga and Yavarga, Papababama and Yaralava. So before we go to next, we will just as practice, we will just recite this mantra from Panchastavi and then we proceed. Om Etam Pandur Pundari Kapatala Spashtabiramam Prabha Sinchati Mamratre Vair Vishara Dhyayanti Murni Sthitam Ashnatam Vikata Suprasharpadam Nirayanti Vatram Bhujat Eshaba Ratibharati Sursare Kallolilormiva. So before we go to next class, Janmashtami wishes to all of you. So tomorrow is the birthday of Lord Krishna, and our many greetings to all students on occasion of Janmashtami. In Kashmiri we say Jarma Satam, so we also celebrate with the same way it is celebrated everywhere throughout India. So wish everybody best of luck. And Snehaji, you can, I will stop my screen. We will see if we can, you can take the class today.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, okay. I will stop my screen.
Okay, you can see my screen, Rakesh.
Yeah. Can
so
you just
we had come
move your pen? We want to see. Should not have the same problem yesterday's.
Okay. Let me do it sure.
Yeah, now today it is okay. Yes.
Is it fine, Rakesh ji?
Yes, yes. Yes, today it is okay. Yes.
Okay. So we will. Should I start do a revision from the?
Quick work, Pavarga and Yavarga. Yeah.
Okay. So in Devanagari, Pa is written. It is. There is no Shirorika for Pa. Is like this in Devanagari and in Sharada. It's like this. Then B. Is written like this in Devanagari. In Sharada, it is written. It's a circle. I observe few students are making mistake, like writing it as a triangle. Please avoid that. It's actually around at the bottom. Then bh, is in Devanagari. In Sharda, it is a small round immediately, and then you have to pull it towards the inside. It should be a small round on the top, and then you have to bring it down, and you have to pull it towards the axis of this alphabet. It has to be to this axis. You're writing like this. It should be like this. It has to be in this axis. You have to pull this inside towards the axis of this alphabet. Then go with ma. Ma is written like this. Sharda. There is a round here, circle, and then there's a round here. Then you have to bring it down. I'm not lifting my pen here. If you observe, it's a round and then straight line. This is ma. Then we'll go with ya. Ya is written like this in Devanagari. Sharda. I'm not lifting my pen here. It'll be like this. You're starting from the edge of this Shiroreka on the top, and then a curve. It's an inverted 3, and then you move it to the other end of the Shiroreka and then bring it down. Keep it straight, don't slant it. You have to start from this end. Let me show the color. From this end you need to start, and then a 3, bring it up. It has to touch the top right of the Shiroreka, and then you have to bring it down straight. This is ya. You're writing it. This is ya. Then we'll go with ra. Okay. From the middle here, it is you have to, it's like a triangle. Get down here, take it up, and then straight line. Shiroreka. This is ra. Show the normal. This and this. This is ra in Sharada. Then we'll go with la. La in Devanagari. La is like this, and in Sharada, la is written like this. If you observe the difference here, this will come. It's extended. It's coming inside. So in Sharada, it is just like this. This is the difference between Sharada and Devanagari La. We write it again. From the middle here, you have to just write a small M, and then Shiroreka on the top. This is La. Then we'll go with Va. In Devanagari was written like this. Sharada. It's just the same, but you just pull it toward. The thing is, you have to just slightly bend it and take it towards the top. If you observe the difference here in Devanagari, this will get connected here to this point, but in Sharada it doesn't get it. It's like this. This is Va in Sharada. So we'll go with next. These are Ushma Vyanjana, the one which I'll be showing now. That is Sh, Sh, Sa, and Ha. They are Ushma Vyanjana, which is the creation of Shiva. So this is in Devanagari, and in Sharada it is, if you observe here, for sure we have a Shiroreka. It is just like Devanagari Ma. You can keep this as however you want. It's optional. This one we can identify this as Shra by its Shiroreka. You can keep it like this. Not an issue. There are no strict rules for this, whether if it has to be a triangle or a round, but there has to be a Shiroreka. That's how we recognize Sha. So for sure, there's a Shiroreka. This is how it's written. And in
again your mouse movement is gone.
Oh, you can't see now, Rakesh ji?
We were able to see, but suddenly it has gone. Now we are not able to see. No. You have drawn Shishya Devanagari. That was fine. But after that, it is not. Just stop the share and then share again.
Okay, let me try. Now is it visible, Rakesh ji?
Can you draw now?
Okay.
Yeah, now it is correct. Now it's perfect. Yeah.
Okay. Sure, sure. Now it's fine.
This is perfect now. Yes.
Okay. Sure, sure, Saha are the Ushma Vyanjana, and in Sharada, Sh has a Shiroreka. This is how we identify. It is similar to Devanagari Ma, and as I explained, you can keep either this round or triangle, however, but there has to be a Shiroreka. That's how we recognize Sh. So this is Sh, and in Sharda, Sh is written same way, but there is no Shiroreka for Sh. And Sa, there is a triangle here, and then bringing this line down. There is no Shiroreka for Sa. And you have to be careful. It is like this, and there has to be a triangle. It's not round. And then you bring it down. This is important.
So it is the same like Shiva, only there is no Shiroreka. So that also, if you can tell them,
Yeah.
because in Shiva also it is a triangle. It's a corner one.
In Shiva also it is a triangle, but there is Shiroreka for sure. The Shiroreka for sure, but for sure there is no Shiroreka. And her is a small curve towards
Your
the left.
mouse movement is again stopped.
And this is her. Can you see now, Rakesh ji?
No. Again it is stopped.
Where has it stopped? From
Now
is it?
Okay, now can you draw? Can you draw again? Now we can see that.
Okay. Let me draw her once again.
Yeah.
So this is her. This is, if you observe, there is this angle is important. Let me show it in this angle. Is it visible now, Rakesh ji?
Yes.
So we complete the consonants.
Snehaji, just can you draw these ones again? Especially you have to show them the difference between ma, sh, and sa.
Okay.
And then her also, if you can draw once again, so that just try to be slow so that they will understand.
Okay. So when you're drawing her, let me show this. From this left side, there's a small curve, and then this angle is important. And then you draw a curve here, and then stop it there. But make sure that this curve lies here. There has to be the space should be there for her. You're drawing it, the normal pen. It's like this. That's it. So you have to make sure that there is space here. Okay, that's how you recognize her. There is a reason, because later we'll be adding matras here. So that's the reason we leave this space. Let me show again, once again.
So the her is exactly like hala, the plow, with which the farm plows the land. So if you see the shape of that blade, it will be exactly of the same shape. So that is this is how the her is written in Sharada Lipi.
Yeah. So I'll show the difference between this ma sh and sa. This is in Devanagari, and in Sharada it will be. Yes, Rakesh ji?
No, that's right.
Yeah. So in Devanagari, ma is written. Here there's a round, and sh is a triangle here, and then it has a shiroreka, and sa there is a triangle here, and there is no shiroreka. This is the difference between ma, sh, and sa. If I write it in the normal pen, it will be like, there's a slight curve around here, and then I'm not lifting my pen. So this is ma, and sh will be straight line and a triangle at the left side, and then you bring it down, and then there's a shiroreka. And for so, there is a triangle here, and then you bring it down. This is round here. This is round here. This is a triangle here with the Shiroreka, and there is a triangle here. Shiroreka. This is the difference between Ma, Sha, and Sa. Is it fine, Rakesh ji?
Yeah, this is fine.
Okay. So, you want me to do the Kshatragnya also, or should we take that as a...
No, we can do that also. Yes, yes. But just to do one thing, just write the Shesha once again. Then we will take
Okay.
Kshatriya.
Okay. So let us once again revise this. So they are Sha, Sha, Sa, and Ha. So when you're writing it in Sharada, it will be a triangle towards the left here. Then bring it down, and you have a Shiroreka on the top. And for sure, it's just, there is no Shiroreka. Please note the difference.
So you can also below Sha you can write Ka so that they understand how is the what is the difference between Sha.
Yeah, when you're writing, when you write Tho in this is in Devanagari, the Tho and Sha are same. Actually, it's 1 second. It will be this is the Sha. You can find out the difference. So in Tho in Sharada, it has a Shiroreka here, and it's a straight line. And in Sharda, Sha doesn't have a Shiroreka. It's a straight line. Tha has a so this is a difference between Sha and Tha. So when you write Sa, it's a triangle on the left, then a line here, and Ha, there is this angle, and then a curve here.
So yeah.
So
these
any questions you can go.
these four are as Sneha ji has already mentioned. They are called Ushma Vyanjana. Ushma is nothing but the internal light or the internal energy of Lord Shiva. So these are pure tattvas again. These do not actually come under the Shakti tattvas. They are considered to be the pure tattvas, which starts from her, because if you remember, Ka was the grossest. We were actually coming up from Ka. So her is the last. In fact, her is considered to be the last alphabet here. Her is nothing but the Shakti. It is also called Prana Bija. It is the life of Shiva, right? Which is life of Shiva. Life of Shiva is nothing but which is her. That is why, if you remember, if we say Aham, right? What is Aham? Is Shiva. Her is the Shakti, and Ma is the basically the union of Shiva and Shakti. That is Aham. So that is the mantra Aham. So her is the Shakti Tattva. So her is the highest Tattva after Shiva. And this which is next to her, which is Sadashiva. Sadashiva is a state of Shiva where Aham is predominant. So we say Aham Idam. So it is mainly predominant of Ichha Shakti. So which is called the Sadashiva state. The Sha is called Ishvara state. It is both this and I are predominant. This state is also called Aham Aham Idam Idam. And the Sha, the first one, is called the Shuddha Vidya, where the thisness is predominant. That means if I will give it how I will explain it, her is nothing but Shiva's own life, because Shiva and Shakti can never be separated. So that is the her. The sir, which is next to her, is nothing but where the whole world, whole manifestation, the state is I am this whole world, I am this whole universe. That is I. So here it is like he sees that himself. All whole manifestation is his own self. And the sure, this the sure one, where it is aham, aham, idam, idam. That means both are predominant, thisness and I-ness. So that means the manifestation of the world as well as the Shiva. But it is again within the Shiva's own state. Still the Shiva has not come out of the existence here. And the first sure, which is basically, this is in this, thisness is predominant, not I-ness. So in this, we say, this whole universe is my own state. Earlier he was saying, I am this whole universe. Here he says, this universe is my own self. So there is a difference, which is not basically, we will not be able to understand in whatever I'm talking here, but just these are the pure tattvas. They are called Ushma Minjanas. Ushma means nothing but the internal light or internal heat. And her is again, her is a very strong alphabet, feminine, which is the Shakti, and which is also called the life of Shiva or Prana Bija. Yes, you can go to the last three.
Okay. So now we'll write
These are
Ksha.
Sangyukta Manjanas.
Yeah. So here it will be K plus.
Are you drawing?
Yes, yes, I'm doing it. Can
No,
you
but
see
we are
now,
not
Rakesh ji?
No, no.
Oh,
Okay, now
Now?
it's, yes, yes, yes.
okay. Ksha is written as K plus Sh. So that will be, when you're writing this Ksha, it will be like this. This is Ksha. So here, this K is not written full. It should be closer to Shiroreka here. And it's immediately, it's brought down. Okay, and Sh is written with taking the support of the K main line. So this is how Sh is written. I write it again.
So it is in fact K plus Sh. So K, can you make it half? Make a halantan apat devanagari one.
Okay, K plus, oh, 1 second. Okay, this is K halant plus Sh. Is it fine, Rakesh ji?
Yes,
Here.
yes.
Okay, this is Ksha. So when you're drawing,
Snehaji, again it has stopped.
second. Now can you see, Rakesh ji?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. So Ksha. It's not written, and in normal pen I will show you. B.
So right now students will just remember there is a reason why it is drawn like this, which we will learn in future class. Now because these are compound conjuncts, so just remember how we are drawing it. So you will have, this is how, because these are Sh, as Snehaji has already shown, it is a combination of two letters, K plus Sh. So K is written half and Sh is written below that. Why it is written like that, that we will learn in our next class. But today we will just remember how these three alphabets are written in Sharada Lipi.
So we will go with Tr. In Devanagari, Tr is written like this, and in Sharada, it is half T plus R. That will be T plus R. Here it should come down. This is Tr. Okay. So it will be, this is Tr in Devanagari, which is T, half T plus R, and this will be, that row will be written like this. It is just a line at the bottom. This is R matra. This row will go here, and then you can form this letter Tr. Then we will go to Nya. Okay, this is how it's written. It is J, J, J plus N. Is it Rakesh ji? Am I right?
That's correct. Yes.
Okay. So this will be, this is J in Devanagari. So this one is Nya, which is written in Devanagari. When you write it in Sharada, it will be J. You bring it down and then you write No here at the bottom and two small lines on the top. That is J plus J.
Again, the movement is stopped.
Okay. Check. Now Rakesh ji, is it fine?
No, not yet. Yes, now it is correct.
Okay. This is no.
So you have to show them the Sharda J and Sharda Na so that they can understand why it is written like this.
Yeah. So Nya is written as just J plus No. This will give you. This No will come down at the bottom. It's the continuation with two dots here. So it will be like this. Around here and around here. It's a continuation. You have to. This No will continue here. It is not separate. And then, as usual, you have a Shiroreka and two small lines on the top. This is Nya. So let me write again all the three. So Sh, Tra, and yeah, it's written as
Again stopped.
now. Rakesh ji, is it fine?
No, no,
Okay, now
no, no. No,
is it fine now, Rakesh ji?
no, no, not yet.
Okay, let me stop and share it again.
Yes,
Is it fine now? Okay.
now it's okay. Yeah.
So Sh, Tra, and yeah. So here it will be this is Sh, Tra, and yeah. You observe, please observe the movement of my pen. No, I'm not lifting it. It's a continuation. And then here, two lines. It will be like this. It is the continuation like this, and you finish it here. This is how it's written. Kshatra and Nya. Any questions you can ask, Rakesh ji?
Yeah, no questions. We'll just see that. No questions.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe I think what we will do next session, we will just do these ones again, but I think it is, I think this is good. My only request to students is that from next week onwards, the classes will be little challenging in terms of like there will be some different rules which we will have to remember, and that needs a lot of practice. So please pay very much attention on those classes. And also important is that your practice and your attendance is very important. Be with us. I think so far everybody is really doing very good job. You have been submitting assignments on time. And yes, we will also send you the materials. But yes, anybody has any questions on these alphabets, definitely you can ask us those questions, and we'll try to answer those questions. But before, as I had promised, let me just share my screen, Snehaji. We have 10 minutes. So
Oh, yeah, sure.
so this has been always because whatever I was talking about the tattvas every time, this is from the book The Kashmir Shaivism Script Supreme by Swami Lakshmanju. And the importance of these alphabets are, as per Kashmir Shaivism, is that when Lord Shiva wants to manifest this world, it happens with Shakti, it happens with Matrika, it happens with all these alphabets, what we have learned, all these 54 alphabets. And there is, it's a whole subject in itself, but just I will give you a glance about all these things. So these are 5 energies of Lord Shiva: Sthiti, Srishti, Sthiti, Samhara, Pidan, and Anugraha. So which is creation, preservation, destruction. Vedana is nothing but illusion or concealing. Concealing means he hides his own reality. Anugraha means then he reveals it back. He basically graces, he puts a grace on us so that we again recognize that we are Lord Shiva. So when in the journey, these are all, as we have learned, whatever I have been showing you from if you see here, I had told you, was the Chit Shakti. It is also called absolute consciousness of Lord Shiva. It's a pure I. There is nothing else. It's just I. Then Ananda Shakti, which is nothing but A. Anand is absolute bliss. So Aham, Asmi. So it is the own, it is the Shakti, and it is Chit Shakti and Anand Shakti. These both cannot be separated. Ichha Shakti is absolute will. Will means when Lord Shiva tries to come down, he is already in his own bliss. Every time he is in this own state, but still he wants to create this universe, and that there's a will of him, and there is no reason. Are you seeing my screen, Snehaji? Snehaji, my screen is visible. Okay. So, okay, I'm audible, right? So then it is Ichha Shakti, where it is his own absolute will, where he wants to create that manifestation. And that will, again, when that will is too much of that will is in Lord Shiva, there is no reason for that. Like example, will, there is a difference between I also wish something because I need, there is some reason. In this case, Shiva does not have a reason. It is his own freedom. It is his absolute will. Because of that, he wants to create this universe. And after this will, there is a next, which is the absolute knowledge. Then the knowledge comes under him. The absolute knowledge, which is the Jnana Shakti, which is represented by U and U. And these two, I have already spoken to these. These are called Anashita Shiva, where Lord Shiva comes back. He sees that, oh, there apprehension, there is some apprehension, and then he comes in the state of voidness. He does not manifest. He just, in his own Ananda bliss, in his own state of this Ananda bliss, he resides back again, and which is represented by these Prana Bijas or Anahata Shiva, Amrit Bija. The next state is Kriya Shakti, because first it was Ichha Shakti, then the supreme knowledge, then that knowledge gets transformed into the action, right? In the absolute action, which is A, I, O, and Au. If you see, I also explained when we were doing this, these A, I, O, and Au are combination of all these previous, either Jnana Shakti with Anand Shakti or Ichha Shakti with the Chit Shakti. So these combine and they make these 4 Kriya Shaktis. And then Anusara and Visarga. Anusara is Here Shiva is, it is just one dot, one absolute. Shiva is not moving from his own self. But here it is Aha, 2 dots. It is one Shiva Bindu and Shakti Bindu. It's a reflection. It is also called Pratibimba, right? It is my own reflection, Shiva's own reflection. This universe is Shiva's own reflection. It is just like a mirror to him. It is just like a mirror to him. Just in case of mirror, we don't have emotions, we don't have feelings, we don't have all these tattvas like Prithvi, Jala, or whatever. But in Shiva's mirror, we can see everything, all the elements, all other elements which will come below this are present in the mirror of Lord Shiva, that is the Aha. So then this Shakti tattvas, Shuddha tattvas, which we learned today, Ksha, Ha, Sa, Sha, and Sha. So this also I spoke about, these are Ushma Vyanjanas, Shishya, Sa, and this is Prana. I also spoke about that Ha is nothing but the Shakti. Ha is Shakti, and this is also Shakti. Ksha is also Shakti. In fact, this is more strong Shakti. This is more feminine. This Ha. This is also called Kuta Bija, and this is called Prana Bija. So then from the state of Lord Shiva, with his all these energies of this Shakti and all these Icha Shakti, Gyan Shakti, and Kriya Shakti, then Shiva creates the Maya, elements of ignorance and objectivity, which is represented by verb. And then those Maya, these are all limitations. These are all called Kanchukas. These are actually 6 coverings. Coverings, why coverings? Because we also learned this is also a power in Shiva, right? Where basically he hides his own identity. How he hides? With these 6 Kanchukas: Maya, Niyati, Rag, Vidya, Kala, and Kala. So this is limited space, limited attachment, limited knowledge, limited time, limited creativity. So these are all limitations which he basically adds on this Purusha. These limitations exist on this Purusha because of the Prakriti. Prakriti are because of these gunas. Prakriti is represented by Bha. And then we have Buddhi. These are all reflection of it. See, these are all reflection, one-on-one reflection. As I told you about the mirror, right? All these alphabets are reflection of its own. Like Bha is reflection of Icha Shakti. Pha is reflection of Jnana Shakti. Kriya Shakti reflection is Pa. So Man, Ahamkar, and Buddhi. All these 3 are antakarnas. We know what is Man. Man is mind. Ahamkar is the ego, like individual ego, not that I, capital I. It's a small I can say. It's an ego, and this is intellect. And that again, from this also there is one more level of reflection. This is also 1:1. What I'm trying to show, if it is Purusha here, it is Strota. So Strota is nothing but ears. All these are Gyanendriyas. Ear, skin, eye, tongue, nose. This is Strotra, Vak, Chakshu, Rasna, and Grana. So the na. This is the subtlest, this is the gross. So this is element, this is Gyanendriyas. Where does so Antakarnas, then the reflection of Antakarnas is Gyanendriyas. Then the reflection of Gyanendriyas are Karmendriyas. Karmendriyas means the organs of action, right? We speak with tongue, hand, leg, anus. That means nothing but excretion, right? Genitals, basically organs of reproduction. So that is ta, tha, da, dha, na. It is again the same, all reflection are 1:1. It is direct. Maybe if somebody is creative enough, he can draw a very beautiful diagram of it. And this Karmendriyas, then we have Tanamatras. You see here, this was Upastha, Payu, Pada, Pani, and Vag. Here it is sound, touch, form, taste, and smell. Right? These are Tanamatras. Shabd, Sparsh, Roop, Rasa, Gandha. So this is represented by Cha, Cha, Ja, Jha, Nya. And then after Tanamatras, this is the last element. This is the 36th element. So Akash, Vayu, Agni, Jal, and Prithvi. This is the last element. And all these elements are nothing but Shiva's own creation, Shiva's own self. But just because of those 6 Kanchukas, what we see, he comes down to the level of Prithvi. He comes down, even this Prithvi is Lord Shiva, right? Is the reflection of Kriya Shakti. See this? It's a reflection of Kriya Shakti, his own Kriya Shakti. But with the reflection and then the Maya and Kanchukas, it comes. So overall, what is it? All these are nothing but whole creation of Lord Shiva, how he creates himself and these alphabets, and then after that there are words, then there are sentence. So all these things are like, first is letters, right? So then letters make what? Letters make words. what do words make? Words make sentences. That's what how we talk, and it is communication, right? We are talking to each other. So all these things are, then after that, these are vak. So I think that is all I thought it was important. Just I will just show you this to students if it is interesting. Now we will do next session. We have completed all the vowels today, and next session we will just do small revision, and then we will start with the matras. We will do the Shanti Mantra by Sai Kuladevi ji. So if you can unmute yourself and then do the Shanti Mantra.
Sir, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, please. You can show your video also.
Yes, sir. Sir, are you able to see me?
Yes, yes.
Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramaya Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Karshit Dukkha Bhag Bhavet Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Dhanyavad, sir.
Dhanyavad. Thank you. Thank you, students. Thank you, everybody. You can ask any questions on our WhatsApp groups, and see you next Saturday.